What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Platinum. In the last episode, we put a stop to whatever Team Galactic was up to in the Valley of Windworks, and rescued that little girl's father. In this episode, we're going to travel up Route 205 and make our way through the Eterna Forest, and hopefully to Eterna City. Now, Route 205 is littered with a ton of trainers, so it's going to be great for grinding up our Pokemon and stuff like that. It's also split up into two different sections. There is the section before the Eterna Forest and the section after the Eterna Forest. Now, as far as the section before the Eterna Forest, there are no new Pokemon that we haven't already talked about. Now, after we get through the Eterna Forest, there will be new Pokemon that we can talk about, but I'm saving them for after we go through the Eterna Forest. Also, the Eterna Forest itself will have its own Pokemon that we can talk about once we get inside. For now, though, let's focus on this portion of Route 205 and taking on all these trainers. And I'm glad that I left Amp out by accident, because if I left Maokai out, I probably would have just gotten destroyed by that Ponyta, since it's a Fire-type Pokemon. Anyways, let's keep moving on through this route. Real quick, though, I am going to switch and bring Maokai back out front, because this next trainer is a hiker, and he uses rock-type Pokemon, so might as well give myself the advantage and put Maokai out front. That's what I'm going to try and do. Like, I'm going to try and memorize what most of the trainers on the route that I'm going through use. That way I can switch my team accordingly and just sort of breeze through most of these trainer battles. Because I know that was a concern that some of you guys were saying, that like if I battle every single trainer, it's just going to be a lot of wasted time. But like, the trainers are my main source of experience, like on screen at least. Off screen I just go and fight, you know, whatever in the wild, but on screen the trainers are sort of, you know, what I grind experience off of, so that's kind of why I'm like fighting most of them. But I guess I can do a better job at like making sure I set up my team accordingly before we battle them. That way we can just sort of like sweep through most of the battles and just get the EXP without wasting too much time. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I've been incredibly lucky with this playthrough so far, because I feel like I haven't actually encountered too many wild Pokemon, because every time I'm running through the grass or going through a cave or something of the sorts, we really don't encounter too many wild Pokemon. So, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But I guess in the long run that just means we have less experience, so fighting the trainers is even more necessary for me. Alright, another trainer done, and now we can finally grab this item, which I believe is just next special defense, so nothing really too special. There's another trainer down here, and I believe she has a Roselia, so I'm going to swap out with Lofty, since we should be able to use Wing Attack and just take this thing out in one hit. And you know, I think I might have said this in the last episode too, but like, I'm really happy with the way our team is shaping up, because at least now, since the trainers have a lot of different Pokemon, we can actually use most of our Pokemon and get them a lot of screen time. So there will be more variety in battling now, which will make the game a lot more fun, hopefully for you guys to watch as much as it is for me to play. Anyways, one Wing Attack should probably take this guy down, because yeah, I didn't think he was really going to survive that. Plus it was a crit, so that is just even more ridiculous. So there we go. Took down that Roselia. God dang, dude, the trainers on this route are giving an amazing amount of experience. Like, holy crap, 450 plus? That's ridiculous. At least we did get a level up on Lofty. Like, we haven't seen Lofty out a lot lately, so it is good that he got himself a level up. Anyways, we got ourselves a random battle. Let's see who it is. Ooh, it's Shellos. Now, Shellos evolves into Gastrodon, as I said in the last episode, and Gastrodon is actually a very, very good Pokemon, and I do actually want one on my team, so I think I'm gonna try and catch this Shellos. I'm gonna go for the Quick Attack, because I think that is going to be the least likely to kill this thing. Ooh, okay, it took it down to about half, and alright, it went for Harden, which raises its defense. I'm not gonna risk going for another Quick Attack, so I think I'm just gonna start throwing Pokeballs at it and hope for the best. We might actually be able to catch it, I'm not sure. This one, since it's level 11, it might actually... Okay, wow, we didn't even get a freaking wiggle on that Pokeball. Alright, okay, it's going for Harden again, so that's again going to raise its defense, so I think we might be able to do a Quick Attack and not kill it. It's kind of risky, but I'm hoping for the best. Please don't die. Alright, sweet. It's not even in the red yet. Cool. But it should definitely be low enough now for us to start throwing Pokeballs at it with a higher success rate. Although we don't have too many Pokeballs just because, well, I haven't actually stopped in a Pokemart to buy anything yet, so I should probably do that once we get to the next town. Anyways, there we go. We caught a Shellos. We only wasted one Pokeball in the process, so obviously that's really not that big of a deal. Now, the real question is, what are we going to name this thing? It's a Water-type Pokemon, evolves into Gastrodon, which is Water Ground type. It's also a Slug, so I think I'm actually going to name it after one of the enemies in one of my favorite 3DS games, Kid Icarus Uprising. So I'm going to name this guy Nettler. And that took me like 15 minutes to think of. Like, I am awful when it comes to thinking of creative names for my Pokemon. Like, man, I don't know. I'm just not clever, I guess. Oh well, we got ourselves a Heal Ball. Heal Balls are cool because if you use them to catch a Pokemon, it will actually heal the Pokemon up after you catch it. Anyways, we've got another trainer to fight, so let's take on this little lass that we got here. I believe she has 2 different Pokemon of various typing. A Bidoof, of course, is just a normal type. Might as well keep Lofty out for the experience. There's nothing in particular that Bidoof can really do to us or that we can do to him. I guess we'll just go for the wing attack. Bidoof isn't going to resist it, and who knows, it might actually one-hit him. Probably not, though. Bidoof, like I said, he's quite bulky for, you know, what he is, I guess. Let's go for the quick attack. It should kill him anyways, plus it allows us to go first. So that should finish off that Bidoof, and now she's going to send out her next Pokemon, which I believe is just, Pachirisu, right? So I'm definitely gonna swap out from Lofty since Electro-type moves and Lofty, yeah, that would just be a deadly combination. So we'll send out Maokai since he resists Electro-type moves, and he should be able to take care of this Pachirisu rather quickly. I mean, we probably could have like sent out Bidoof, but honestly, Bidoof's only level 14, this Pachirisu's level 12, and Pachirisu is kind of tanky. So, I don't know, I'd rather have Maokai just take care of it with Razor Leaf than have Bidoof struggle to get through with like Tackle or Rock Smash. And I believe he has Rollout now too, which wouldn't be that great in this particular situation. So, we'll leave it to Maokai, and already this Pachirisu is done. So, down goes another trainer. And like I said, Maokai is pretty much just going to be our go-to Pokemon whenever we need to, you know, finish up a battle like rather quickly. Anyways, we're almost done with all the trainers here on Route 405, but real quickly, let me just swap Maokai back out to the front, since I know there is another Rock-type trainer coming out soon. And there's also this guy running around in a circle. I don't actually remember what Pokemon he has, and hey, dude, can you stop moving for like 2 seconds? There we go. Apparently, you cannot talk to him from the side. That is good to know. Anyways, let's see what this guy has on him, because I don't actually remember. Okay, it's just Apom. Apom is a normal type Pokemon. It's really nothing to worry about, so I'm just gonna go for Razor Leaf since that's probably our best bet. And gosh dang it, this thing knows Astonish. Astonish is a very, very obnoxious move just due to the fact that it has the ability to cause your Pokemon to flinch, and that would cause you to lose a turn. Thankfully though, after this Razor Leaf, this thing should be dead. But it avoided that attack, so let's try that again, and please do not flinch. Of course I did. You know, I knew that had to happen at least once in this battle. Like, there was no way I was going to get through this without flinching. Once I saw Astonish, I knew it was going to happen. But we finished it off with a tackle, so there we go. Another trainer done, and that was actually more annoying than it needed to be. Stinking kids and their gosh dang Poggleman with freaking Astonish. Anyways, we've got another hiker trainer to fight through. I've lost my way. Well, haven't you ever heard of the phrase, don't lose your way? Probably not. Anyways, let's see what this guy's packing along with him. He only has one Pokemon, and it is an Onix. Well, that is just a shame for you. I'm sorry to say that your Onix is quad weak to Razor Leaf, so you're about to, like, die completely. I don't even care that you lowered my defense harshly because, well, to be quite frank, you're not even going to survive long enough to attack me, so GG, man. GG. You know, sometimes I think I have like way too much fun battling the very, very terrible AI in this game, but whatever. We're done with another trainer. I believe there's only like 2 more left on this route, so we're almost done, and we can almost enter the Eternal Forest. Let's battle this next trainer, though. I kind of wanted to, like, sneak past her and grab the item, but I wasn't quick enough on my reflexes because I have the reflexes of a dead cat. Anyways, let's see what she's going to send out. A Machop. That's really not that big of a deal for us. Maokai can probably take care of this thing. We could also swap out to Lofty, since Lofty has a flying type move, and that's the only thing that would be super effective against this guy, at least with what we have on our team right now. But wow, I mean, Razor Leaf almost already killed it, so really no point in switching now. We might as well just keep Maokai out, and dang it. But it's using Foresight. Alright, that's just really random because Foresight does nothing in this particular situation. That removes a Ghost type's Pokemon immunity to normal and fighting type moves, I believe. And it also reduces your evasion stat back down to normal. So yeah, that was just a waste of a turn on that Machop's part. Like I said, the AI is really dumb. And ooh, we can learn Bite. You guys might actually hate me for this, but I think I'm gonna get rid of Curse and just learn Bite, since we haven't actually used Curse, and honestly, I think Bite might be a little more useful. Don't worry too much though, like I've already got entire movesets planned out for every single member of my team, so it's not like these are going to be my final moves. And hey, we got a Repel, nice! We used our last Repel back in the Orberg mine, so it's a good thing that we got another one. Now, the last trainer on this route uses a water type Pokemon, so I'm going to swap out to Amp. Maokai could take care of it as well, but you know, might as well give Amp the extra EXP, since Maokai doesn't really need it with him being the highest level of our entire team. Plus, it's just a little tiny Piplup. It's not like it's really going to be too much trouble to us. We're just going to Spark it to death and be on our merry way. So sorry, Piplup. I mean, you're cute and all, but you really just can't take an electric shock like that to the face. I'm sorry. But anyways, with that, we have defeated all the trainers on this half of Route 205. We still have to go through the Eternal Forest, and then there is the second half of Route 205. But first, let's go down here and grab this item, which is a Super Potion. And now it is going to be a while until we get to the next Pokemon Center, so if we go inside this house, we can actually talk to this lady, and she will let us rest in her bed, and both of them will watch over us while we sleep very creepily, but it will heal up our entire team, so it's kind of like a makeshift Pokemon Center. Anyways, directly in front of us is the Eternal Forest, but I think we're gonna head inside that in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.